A young man named Juno once lived in a small village, nestled among the rolling hills.
Juno's restless mind was well known throughout the village. He was constantly thinking about, analyzing, and worrying about the past and the future. He could never find peace because his mind was cluttered with thoughts. Juno learned about a renowned Zen master who lived on top of a distant mountain one day. The master was said to know the secret to inner peace and tranquility. Juno, intrigued, decided to embark on a journey to seek the Zen master's wisdom. Juno finally made it to the top of the mountain after days of arduous travel. He discovered the Zen master sitting quietly there. His eyes were closed in deep thought. Juno approached the master and respectfully bowed. "Master," Juno explained, "I've come to seek your advice. My mind is racing and I long for inner peace. Could you show me how to empty my mind?" With a serene smile, the Zen master opened his eyes and looked at Juno. "You say, empty your mind. Fine, I'll teach you," he replied. Juno was led by the master to a small courtyard adorned with a lovely garden. A large stone basin filled to the brim with water stood in the center of the courtyard. Juno watched as the master dipped a ladle into the basin, scooping up a ladle full of water. He then transferred the water to a smaller, empty bowl. "Now, Juno," said the master, "your task is to empty the basin. You must move all of the water from the basin to the smaller bowl without spilling a drop." Juno was perplexed when he looked at the task at hand. He had no idea how he could possibly empty the entire basin of water into such a small bowl. He accepted the challenge, however, and began scooping water from the basin. Juno scooped and poured for hours, but the basin remained full of water no matter how hard he tried. Frustration crept into his heart, and his mind grew restless. With a compassionate gaze, the Zen master observed Juno's struggle. He walked over to Juno and gently placed his hand on her shoulder. "Juno, my dear student," the master softly said, "you're working so hard to empty the basin, but you've overlooked the first and most important step. You must empty your mind before you can empty the basin." Juno turned to face the master. His eyes were filled with bewilderment. "Master, how do I empty my mind?" The master gave a warm smile. "Let go of your worries, fears, and attachments," he advised. "Only concentrate on the task at hand. Be fully present in this moment, and the rest will fall into place." Juno exhaled deeply and let go of his frustration. He stopped concentrating on emptying the basin and instead focused on each scoop of water, savoring the sound and the sensation of it. He gradually fell into a state of flow. His mind became clear, and his movements became effortless. Something miraculous happened as Juno emptied his mind. The basin appeared to respond to his newfound peace. The water flowed effortlessly into the smaller bowl with each scoop, and the basin gradually emptied. Juno finally poured the final drop of water into the small bowl. He looked up at the Zen master, amazed and grateful. "You see, Juno," said the master, "by emptying your mind, you allow the universe to pass through you. Everything falls into place when you become one with the task at hand." Juno realized that true peace and clarity had always existed within him. From that day forward, he carried the Zen master's wisdom in his heart.
Please hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.